My name is Naoki Sagawa. I may not look it, but I'm a top salesman at a housing reform company. I'm still 28, but I racked up a significant sales record, and my coworkers have valued my work. At this rate, I'm bound to get promoted.
Mr. Sagawa, good job this month. You made the top sales. I knew you could do it. Look forward to your success.
Thank you, Mr. Yoshioka. I'll definitely try, sir. The president of the company considers communication to be a top priority. I've looked up to him ever since I joined the company. I was shocked to hear of his sudden illness and subsequent hospital stay. As I arrived at the office one day, all my coworkers seemed in a panic. Is something wrong? What happened?
It seems the president suddenly fell ill last night and had emergency surgery. Apparently, he won't be back to work for some time.
Huh? Are you kidding me? Everyone was devastated at the news, unable to hide their dismay. I was in shock. Tears welled up in my eyes as I tried to come to grips with the sudden news. Why? I just talked to him yesterday. He was fine then, so why? We were all frustrated, but all we could do was wait and hope for the best. Several days later, an executive brought the president's son, Masa Yoshioka, to the office.
Listen up, everyone. I'm sad to announce that the president will have to endure a very difficult operation, and he will not be able to continue with his duties. As a consequence, he has made a decision to resign as the company's president.
Mr. Yoshioka's going to resign?
His son, Masa, will be taking over as the new president.
Hey everyone, what's up?
It seemed incredible that Masa was the son of such a reputable man as Mr. Yoshioka. The guy seemed like a degenerate in my opinion. Once appointed the president, the atmosphere of the whole company changed.
Anybody whose sales target has been reached is gonna have to do overtime. Got that?
This guy has no idea how hard we work.
I don't want to work under that guy.
There's nothing we can do about it. Let's make the best of it. He's my coworker, Chisato Harada. We've been close friends for quite some time. As she says, it's an awful situation we're in. But what can we do? We just have to hope for the best. After a few weeks, Masa took a dislike to me, probably because we were the same age.
Hey, you left pretty early yesterday. Who gave you permission to leave? You're supposed to work overtime.
I finished all my work, and I left after normal business hours. Is there a problem?
You haven't reached your sales target yet this month. You need to do more overtime to improve sales.
I've already reached my sales target this month. Check before you open your mouth, buddy. With the arrival of Masa, my prospects for a promotion went out the window. As I was feeling down about this, Chisato came to cheer me up.
Pay no attention to that guy. Let's show that jerk. Let's get our sales up.
Yeah, you're right. Let's do this. There's no time to feel sorry for myself. I decided to work with Chisato and work our butts off. Masa was going to acknowledge us, like it or not. But Masa wasn't having any of it. He did something that was unthinkable. One day, I came to work and checked my desk for an important client file, but it was nowhere to be found. That's weird. I'm sure I put it here before I left yesterday.
What's the matter, Naoki?
My client file. It's gone. I left it in this drawer last night.
Huh? But you locked it as usual, right? That's not possible. Want some help looking for it?
Yeah, I could use it. She helped me look for it, but there was no sign of it anywhere. As my coworkers joined in to help, Masa approached us.
I just heard. So you went and lost that important client file, huh? You think there won't be consequences for losing a client file with all that personal data crammed into it? Man, you're in trouble, buddy. If it's not found, there'll be repercussions for your incompetence. Just so you know.
Huh? Can't be serious. When I heard the threat of repercussions, I was desperate to find the file, but consequently it was not to be. The loss of personal data is a reason for dismissal, and that's exactly what happened. As my coworkers showed sympathy toward me, I was clearing out my desk. Man, the things turned out so bad.
I think it's great. I'm gonna quit this awful place with you.
Huh? I was the only one fired here.
Ever since that guy took over, I was thinking of quitting. This incident pushed me over the edge.
Chisato, really?
What do you say we start our own home reform company? I bet if we team up, we'll take the industry by storm.
Well, I got some time on my hands. I suppose we could think about that, huh?
All right then, let's get started on it right away.
Yeah, let's do this. Thanks to Chisato, my confidence for the future went from bleak to hopeful. I was no longer remorseful about leaving the company. As a matter of fact, I was excited about what was to come. 1 month later, although small, Chisato and I were able to establish a small housing reform company and began our marketing of activities.
What are you doing?
I'm creating some PR ads on social media.
Great idea! Hope it pans out!
I'm sure it will. And I was right. My former clients from the old job saw the ads, and they started putting in orders one after the other. It was only Chisato and I that were running our business, so we were working late every night. One day, a client from my previous job visited us. I was friendly with him, and we reminisced about old times. I was totally shocked when I heard you resigned from the company. After you left, things were pretty bad over there. Really? What happened? After you quit, the attitude of the sales staff was abysmal. They were losing customers one after the other, and I'm one of them. Won't be long before they go under. You made the right decision in quitting. I figured this would happen. I bet everyone was irritable working under Masa, and that probably reflected in their sales attitude. But it didn't concern me anymore, so I wasn't about to lose sleep over it. One day, 2 women from my previous company stopped into my office.
Hello, Nawaki-san. It's been a while.
Yes, sure has. What are you two doing here?
I know this is asking a lot, but can we both work here for you? We can't stand working there any longer.
Huh? Wait, calm down. Tell me what happened. Apparently, Masa had been hitting on them every chance he got despite being married. They grew wary of his constant advances and was forced to quit.
He would hit on us every time we met, and he would always touch us in inappropriate ways. I couldn't bear it any longer. We would refuse and insist he stop, but that seemed to excite him even more. That guy is so repulsive.
I see. It must have been hard on you. Our business was finally getting off the ground, and we needed extra staff. So after discussing with Chisato, we decided to hire these 2 women. Just as our business was beginning to speed up, Masa suddenly appeared at our office. I was at work as usual, tending to my duties. I was astonished to see him barge in and confront me.
What are my employees doing here for crying out loud? You ain't get them out of my company without permission? What the hell, man?
He didn't yank us out. We begged him to hire us.
Shut the hell up. It's illegal to steal employees. I'm gonna press charges.
They came here on their own free will. You're making false accusations.
Press charges, huh? Okay.
When Chisato heard that, she pulled out her smartphone and played a recording. What the recording revealed was the voice of Masa hitting on Chisato, asking her out to dinner.
When the hell did you record that?
This is ample proof of your misbehavior. I'm sure the board members won't approve of it.
I demand that you delete that right this minute.
Sorry, not happening. I'm keeping it just in case you come here again to harass us.
That recording doesn't mean diddy squat. I got an ace against that.
An ace?
Don't tell me you forget why you got fired. You lost valuable client data. Now, what would your clients think once they found out about that, huh?
Are you blackmailing us? How pathetic.
Say what you like. It's that guy who lost the client's data, not me.
I know nothing about that.
You continue to steal our employees and our customers, and I'm gonna spill the beans on you, buddy.
He then turned and left looking satisfied. I was feeling down after that tense encounter, but Chisato and my new staff members comforted me with kind words.
Don't worry about it. Ignore that guy. He's no problem. That's right. He's all talk and no action. Please don't feel bad about it. He's not worth it.
Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it. I tried to forget it all and got back to work, but then my phone suddenly rang. Wonder who that could be. Huh? Mr. Yoshioka! It was my former boss. Hello? Mr. Yoshioka, how are you?
Hey, Naoki. I'm fine. I heard you quit the company. Too bad.
Yes, but I'm more worried about you. Are you all better now?
I'm leaving the hospital tomorrow. Been doing some rehabilitation sessions. They say I'll be back to normal in a few months. Sorry to worry you, Naoki.
I was elated that he was recovering and immediately decided to visit his home when he got back. On my day off, I visited Mr. Yoshioka's home and was greeted by my former boss with a smile.
Hey, good to see you, Naoki. Come on in.
Sorry to visit on such a short notice. It's great to see you. We sat in his living room and we reminisced about work, and he filled me in on all that happened after his surgery. After a while, he asked me about what I was doing now. Well...
You seem a little preoccupied. Is your company doing okay?
Well, truth be told, I'm facing an awkward situation.
Awkward situation, huh? I heard from my son that you quit because you wanted to start your own business. I figured you were successful in your new business.
Huh? That's all you heard from your son?
All I heard was that you suddenly quit for no reason.
I didn't quit. I was fired.
Wait, fired? Really? Explain what happened to you from the very beginning.
When I told him about how I was fired, he became furious as it was the first time he was hearing all this.
My son did that? I had no idea. Who gave him the right to do such a thing?
All this time, I thought you were aware of what went on.
And this customer file that was lost, did it ever turn up?
No, it's still missing as far as I know. But I'm absolutely certain that I locked that file drawer as I always do. I never in my time working there forgot to lock that drawer.
I'm aware of your overly cautious nature, Naoki. You would never forget such a thing. There might be something more to this. I'll have the company do an internal investigation on the matter.
If possible, I would like to suggest that this investigation be carried out without your son's knowledge.
Yes, considering the situation, that might be the best way to go about it. Leave it to me, Naoki. If I find out anything, I'll make sure to contact you first thing.
Thank you so much for this, Mr. Yoshioka. Thanks to Mr. Yoshioka's help, he got the company to start an official investigation regarding this incident. I'm sure they'll get to the bottom of this. From that day forward, I was waiting with bated breath for the results to come through. A little while later, I finally got a call from Mr. Yoshioka.
We got the results from that investigation, and it doesn't look good.
How so?
First off, I need to apologize to you. The one who stole that file was none other than my son, Masa. Where did I go wrong in raising my son? Please forgive me, Naoki.
He stole that file?
Yes, we checked his locker and there it was. We confronted him about this and he confessed to the theft.
The investigation revealed that indeed Masa had stolen the client file and laid the blame on me. With this confession, my innocence was conclusive.
You have to pay the consequences for stealing that client file and for wrongly firing you for it. I'll take the necessary measures to deal with my son.
And what do you mean by necessary measures, sir?
He'll be forced to resign as president and will be ousted from the company. However, what he did to you will never be vindicated.
Mr. Yoshioka's heartfelt apology was sincere, but because of this incident, I was able to establish my own company, which was doing well. I decided not to castigate Masa any more than I needed to. A while later, I heard from her former coworker that he was fired from the company. Just knowing that the employees no longer have to work under such a leader put me at ease. I figured I would forget about the past and just focus on my own company. But things weren't quite over yet, it seems. As I went about my work one day, Masa and his wife showed up at the office and started causing havoc.
You had to go crying to my dad and open your big mouth. For that, I was fired.
Well, you did steal that file and got me fired. What was that about, huh?
Well, you want to know the truth? It's because I loathed you, that's why. I was the president, but everyone looked up to you. I couldn't have that, so I got rid of you. You were an annoyance, so I dumped you. What's wrong with that? I'm the president of the company. Whatever the president says, goes.
No use talking to you. Please, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Hold on just 1 second, Buster.
I thought maybe his wife would comment or even apologize for his husband's behavior, but instead she laid in on me too.
My husband is now unemployed. We still have a small child at home. What are you going to do to make things right, for crying out loud? We just built our house. How are we supposed to pay our mortgage?
What do I have to do with that?
This is all your fault. I want you to call my father-in-law right now and tell him that it was you who put that file in Moss's locker, that he had nothing to do with any of this.
Why would I do that? Please, I'm not gonna ask again. Please leave. You're disrupting business.
We will not leave until you make that call.
If you don't leave right now, I'm calling the cops.
No need to call the police, Mr. Sagawa.
We all turned to find Chisato standing behind us with her smartphone held out in front of her. She turned the audio up full blast, and what they all heard was Masa hitting on the women at the office. Some of the recordings sounded like this.
Come on, let's go drinking, babe. Just one drink. If you're concerned that I'm married, I'll dump her right away for you. I'm in love with you. I'll even reserve that sweet room at the hotel just for you. Come on, what do you say?
It was all trash talk like that. Upon hearing that, his wife glared at him with raising anger.
That wasn't me. That's a total fake. That's someone else's voice.
You don't think I know what your voice sounds like? You were cheating on me!
You got this all wrong. That's not me.
That's why you were late all the time. You were out with other girls. You're pathetic. I will never forgive you for this. I want a divorce. You're gonna pay for this. And I mean literally.
He was understandably furious. She even grabbed him by the collar and slapped him silly. This had gone too far, and with the help of all my employees, we ushered them out. Work out your petty grimaces outside. This is a business.
Please tell her it's all BS. I wasn't playing around. Tell her.
I never saw you actually hit on girls, but I believe what the girl said, and there's proof on that recording. There's no denying it anymore.
You're gonna throw me to the wolves, buddy? Please.
Shut your mouth, Masa. We're leaving. Sorry to bother you. I'm not letting up until you confess.
Come on, give me a break.
After that incident, they never showed up at my place of business ever again. It seems his wife was relentless in her determination to make him confess, but apparently he was a tough nut to crack. In the end, he hired a private investigator, and they were able to obtain ample proof of his infidelity. The investigation revealed that he was having an affair with multiple women.
So, you were cheating on me all this time. I want a divorce.
If we get divorced, how are you gonna live? You still have a kid. Being a single mom is no walk in the park, you know.
Being without you would be like heaven. I suggest you go look for a job. You're gonna have to pay child support and a huge compensation to me.
How am I supposed to pay for that? I just got fired from my job.
You work it out, Buster. You dug this grave. Now lie in it.
Masa lost his wife and child, leaving him with nothing, only endless debts to pay. As for Mr. Yoshioka, he recovered from his illness and returned to his old position. His daughter's husband was selected to lead the company in the future, and is now in his training for the inevitable position. Masa came to his father asking for help and forgiveness.
Please, Dad, you gotta help me out. Please let me work here again.
After what you did? That world is not that easy in a place.
Please, Dad, give me a chance.
Okay, but will you promise to pay child support?
I promise. I promise.
Okay, then I'll give you a job.
Thanks, Dad. I'll be forever be in your debt.
Mr. Yoshioka didn't simply give him a job. He instead got the janitorial company that they used to hire him on as an employee. Masa was forced to sell the house he bought because the current job would not cover the payments. I heard he's now living in a one-room apartment somewhere trying to make ends meet.
He gave me a job, all right. The damn janitor.
Oh, hey, Masa. Looks like you're hard at work. Hey, you missed a spot. Get it where I can wipe that up, would you?
Yeah?
Huh? I didn't hear you.
Yes, sir. No problem. Why the hell am I mopping floors for crying out loud?
As for me, it's been 2 years since Chisato and I started a company. But what's more, our partnership grew even more. We recently got married.
Are you gonna finish up early today?
Yes, I'm just about done here.
Let's go home together then.
Sure. Hey, want to eat out tonight? Maybe at the place near the station?
I was hoping you'd say that.
She stuck with me from the start and always had my back. I will forever be grateful to her. I made a vow to support her going forward, no matter how hard things get. We've encountered a lot together through the years, but we were always there to help each other.
I wonder how Masa is doing right about now.
I have no idea. Probably working as a janitor as usual.
That guy was weird.
Yeah, hard to find a guy like that. We laugh about it now, but those were frustrating times. But I remember she cheered me on whenever I felt down. I'm so glad that I had the fortune to meet and marry such a beautiful and considerate woman. Alright, the Daifuku are ready.
Great. Good work. Let's put them out on display.
It's Sunday too, so if we make more, they'll probably sell out.
You're right. Let's see how many we have left by lunchtime and make more if needed. Please prepare the uncle paste too.
Got it. Leave it to me. My name is Hiroto Suji. I work at a Japanese confectionery shop called Hanamuraya. This shop is my mother's family's business, passed down through generations. Currently, my mother serves as the president, and the two of us run the business together. Until a few years ago, both my parents managed the shop, but my father passed away 3 years ago. That's when I quit my job and returned to my hometown. Whew, today was busy again.
What are you saying? Being busy is a good thing.
True, but making 2 batches is tiring.
Anyway, good work. Make sure you get some proper rest tonight.
Yes, good work to you too. Thanks to my mother's business acumen, our shop is always busy, and by closing time, we hardly have any confectionery left. Business was going well, but I still had my own troubles. Hello? Hanamuraya speaking.
Hello, this is Sakagiya.
Ryota-san? This person is Ryota Seiki, my senior from high school. He's 2 years older than me. He runs a ryokan called Sakagiya in our neighborhood. Sakagiya is also a long-established inn, and they've been valued customers of our shop since my grandfather's time.
I want to order 30 sets of seasonal wagashi for tomorrow.
What? Tomorrow? 30 sets?
What's wrong? Do you have a problem with that?
No, it's not that, but...
You're a valued supplier, so you should just do as you're told, right?
If you could have told us earlier...
Huh? Are you talking back to me?
No, that's not what I meant.
Well, whatever. There's a tea ceremony tomorrow. Make sure you prepare those 30 sets of wagashi without fail.
Certainly. Another unreasonable demand. I wish you would stop this.
Was that an order?
Sakagiya wants 30 sets of seasonal wagashi for tomorrow.
30 sets for tomorrow? Why do they always contact us at the last minute? This is troublesome.
We have no choice. We'll be home late today. Let's do our best, Mom.
You're right. Let's do our best.
My trouble was Sakagiya's unreasonable demands. This wasn't just today. Occasionally, they would contact us with absurdly large orders with almost no notice. The demands were so unreasonable that my aging mother and I alone were finding it increasingly difficult to manage. But since the biggest portion of our sales came from Sakagiya's orders, we couldn't refuse. We had no choice but to push our tired bodies and make the wagashi. I began to prepare with determination, but I could see signs of fatigue in my mother.
Ouch.
Are you okay? Take a little break.
But I can't leave everything to you.
I can't keep living like this forever. I need to find a solution. Seasonal wagashi consists of 6 types of confectionery that represent the current season. So, 30 sets means we need to make 180 individual wagashi. It was quite challenging work for us after our regular business hours. I wish there was a way to address Sakagiya's unreasonable demands.
Even if you say that, we have a relationship with them since the previous generation.
True, I wish there was a solution. To begin with, I had never been fond of Ryota-san. He acted like a typical gang leader, always arrogant, and treated everyone younger than him as if they were his subordinates. I didn't really want to associate with him, but I couldn't avoid it due to our business relationship. I told him to stop making these unreasonable demands, but he won't listen.
That's troublesome.
But my mother and I love our work as wagashi craftsmen. But recently, Sakagiya's unreasonable demands had started to make us feel our work was a burden. Several hours later, we somehow managed to finish making the seasonal wagashi. It's done. I'm exhausted.
Oh, my back is killing me.
Mom, you can go home now. I'll take care of the rest.
Really? Thanks.
Ryota-san usually comes to pick up the order around 8 o'clock. I decided to stay at the shop to hand over the order. However, hours passed, and there was no sign of Ryota-san. Eventually, it became 9 o'clock, and our shop opened for business. I waited for Ryota-san while attending to customers. That's strange. He usually comes around this time.
Excuse me, I'd like 5 dafuku, please.
Yes, thank you very much. While serving customers, I grew anxious and called Ryota-san. Hello? Ryota-san, when will you be coming to pick up your order?
Huh? What? Oh, the wagashi. I'm canceling that after all.
What?
There was a wagashi craftsman among the event participants today, so we don't need it anymore.
But what should I do with all this then?
Huh? How should I know? Figure it out yourself.
But you're the one who ordered it!
You, do you think it's okay to take that tone with me?
Well,
We're your important customers, right? So don't make a fuss over something so trivial.
but...
Well, that's how it is. We're busy too, so that's it. See ya.
The call ended abruptly, and I stood there stunned. So, all of this goes to waste? I stared at the wagashi we had made, sacrificing her sleep. Fresh wagashi doesn't have a long shelf life. If we don't sell them quickly, they'll soon become inedible.
I couldn't help overhearing your conversation. Are you going to throw away these wagashi?
Oh, well, yes, the order was canceled.
Then I'll buy all of them.
What? Are you sure?
Yes, actually, I'm the proprietress of a hot spring inn nearby. We're having a cherry blossom viewing party throughout the hot spring district tomorrow, and I was looking for wagashi to serve to our guests.
I see. This person's name is Akane Mishima. Apparently, she had been a regular customer of our wagashi.
Hanamuraya's confections are always delicious, so I'm looking forward to them.
Thank you very much. By the way, which inn do you run?
A place called Mishimaya.
Mishimaya? Mishimaya is so famous that everyone in this area knows it. It's often featured in TV shows and magazines, and attracts many foreign tourists. I had no idea that the proprietress of such a famous inn was a regular customer of our wagashi.
By the way, which inn was meant to receive this order?
Sakagiya?
Ah, Ryota-san's place.
Do you know him?
Yes, we're in the same business. Actually, I think everyone knows him.
She smiled wryly as she said this. And I understood that everyone knows him wasn't necessarily in a good way.
Sakagiya always used to participate in our cherries blossom viewing party, but there was a bit of an incident.
An incident?
Apparently, he was harassing other inns. It caused a dispute, and they haven't participated since the following year.
I see. So that's why Sakagiya started hosting their own cherry blossom viewing party. That must be why they ordered a wagashi. Actually, we've been quite troubled by Sakagiya too. This is the first time they canceled on us so suddenly though.
Last-minute cancellations are terrible, especially with such delicious wagashi. It's unforgivable.
But Sakagiya accounts for a significant portion of our sales, so we can't refuse them.
That's a difficult situation.
Afterward, Akane-san purchased all the seasonal wagashi that were supposed to be discarded. I was completely relieved that the wagashi that was going to be thrown away had found a buyer. A few hours after Akane-san left, I received another call from her.
Tsuji-san, thank you for earlier.
I should be thanking you. You really helped us out.
An acquaintance from another inn is looking for a wagashi shop. Would it be alright if I recommended Hanamuraya?
Really? That would be wonderful.
Then I'll make the introduction.
Thus, thanks to Akane-san, our shop was introduced to various inns.
That's amazing. We've had this much sales in just 1 month.
Yeah, it's all thanks to Mishimaya. If that's the case, maybe we can decline orders from Sakagiya now.
You're right. Especially after the last-minute cancellation. Let's do that.
After discussing with my mother, we decided to stop accepting orders from Sakagiya. This will put an end to the unreasonable demands that have been troubling me. I was secretly relieved, but the situation was about to get worse. That day, I headed to the shop as usual to prepare for the day. Since today is Sunday, we should prepare a bit more. Huh? What's this? The tires are punctured. All 4 of them! All 4 tires of the shop's delivery car, which I always use, were punctured. All 4 tires have been damaged, making it clear that this was deliberate. Who on earth would do such a thing?
Oh, Yuto. Good morning. What's wrong?
Mom, the shop's car has been vandalized.
You're right. Why would this happen?
We can't make deliveries without the car. What should we do with today's delivery?
For today, let's borrow a car from the sopa shop nearby. Anyway, we need to replace the tires.
Who would do such a thing?
It's so malicious.
Hello there.
Oh, Akane-san. Thank you for the other day. You really helped us out.
Not at all. I'm glad I could be of assistance. May I have 10 strawberry dafuku today?
Thank you very much.
Tsuji-san, you seem a bit down today. Are you tired?
I'm sorry. Actually, our shop's car. I explained the situation to Akane-san. Her expression changed, and she seemed deep in thought. Is something wrong?
No. But first, we need to replace those tires. I know a car mechanic who's a regular customer of our inn. Shall I ask for help?
Would you? Thank you. Thanks to the mechanic Akane-san introduced, the tires were replaced that same day.
Oh, Tsuji-san. How did it go?
Thank you for earlier. This is for you.
You didn't have to do that.
Akane-san looked happy as she accepted my gift, and I felt my heart race.
Did you find out who did it?
No, we have no idea.
You should try to identify the culprit in case they puncture your tires again.
You're right. What should we do?
Are there any security cameras nearby?
That's it! Thank you, Akane-san! Inspired by Akane-san's words, I returned to the shop and decided to check the footage from the car's dashcam. The suspicious man appeared on the footage around 1 a.m.
Who is this person? He looks suspicious.
Yeah, he's approaching our car. What's he doing? The suspicious man was clearly fiddling with something near the tires. This person? Could it be Ryota-san?
No way. You're right.
Looking closely at the footage, the person was indeed Ryota-san. Why would he do such a thing?
He must have been upset that we stopped doing business with him.
He should have just said so directly. This is terrible. Before confronting Ryota-san, we decided to report our findings to Akane-san. Akane-san, it seems Ryota-san was the one who punctured our tires.
Ah, so it was him after all.
After all,
Sorry, I had a feeling it might be him, but I wasn't certain.
according to Akane-san, other inns have experienced similar incidents. They had suspected Ryota-san but had to endure it because they were in the same industry and had dealings with him.
What are you gonna do now?
I plan to confront him. I don't want to let this slide.
Please be careful. I would hate for you to get hurt.
I felt my face turning red at Akane-san's concern.
Welcome! Oh, it's you.
Ryota-san, I need to talk to you.
What's with that scary face? I have nothing to say to someone who unilaterally ended our business relationship.
You're the one who vandalized our car, aren't you, Ryota-san?
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about.
It was caught on the dash cam. There's no point in denying it.
You ended our business relationship unilaterally, and now you're making accusations? Get a grip. You should be grateful that I even did business with a shabby wagashi shop like yours for so long.
Ryota? What's going on? Why are you shouting?
It's nothing, Dad. This guy's just making false accusations.
False accusations? It's true.
Well, you must be the son from Hana Muraya. Thank you for your business all this time.
Yes. Something seems off. Could it be that her father doesn't know anything? Let me check. It's Ryota-san's fault for canceling the order so suddenly.
Canceling? What's going on, Ryota?
No, that's,
Seems I was wrong to leave the business to you while I was away from Japan. Tsuji-san, could you explain in detail?
It seemed that Ryota-san's father truly knew nothing about what had been happening. Apparently, he had another job besides the inn, and had been abroad for several years due to that job. Indeed, I hadn't seen his father around recently.
I can't believe it. I sincerely apologize for what has happened. We will cover the cost of tire replacement and compensate you for your trouble caused.
Thank you very much. I apologize. But would it be acceptable to terminate our business relationship moving forward?
Of course, again, I apologize for my son's behavior.
After explaining the situation to Ryoto-san's father, this trouble was peacefully resolved. He said he had suspected something was wrong since entrusting the inn to Ryota. He had noticed that neighboring inns were avoiding them, and business relationship of long-standing partners had ended.
So it was Ryota causing these troubles after all. This clears things up.
As I was leaving Sakagiya, Ryota-san's younger brother saw me off. Behind the inn, I could see Ryota-san being scolded by his father and looking dejected. It's good that the rest of the family seems decent, apart from Ryota-san. A few days later, Ryota-san's father and younger brother came to our shop to apologize once more.
We're truly sorry for what happened.
You didn't have to come all this way.
I've decided to remove Ryota from the inn's business and have him leave home, so please rest assured.
It seems that the new proprietor of the inn was the younger brother. According to rumors, being made to leave home wasn't as gentle as it sounded. He had been disowned by the family and forced out. Sakagiya is a historic inn, so they probably couldn't forgive Ryota-san for tarnishing its reputation. Other rumors also circulated. Apparently, Ryota-san had been making extravagant purchases, claiming his position as the inn's proprietor. When he suddenly lost his income, he became buried in debt.
Sakagiya changed proprietors. They've been getting more customers, haven't they?
It's quite different from Ryota-san's time.
This happened thanks to you, Tsuchi-san.
Not at all. It's because you helped me, Akane-san. Thank you.
I just love the wagashi you make, Tsuchi-san.
This is sudden, but I like you, Akane-san. Would you go out with me?
What? Actually, I've been interested in you too, Tsuchi-san. Are you sure about me?
Of course!
I look forward to our relationship then.
Really? Yes! After that, we became a couple and started on new initiatives leveraging our respective businesses. The first thing we started was a seasonal wagashi exclusive to Mishimaya. Since it can be only eaten in Mishimaya, even local customers come to try it. We both have a desire to invigorate the local community, so we hope to undertake various projects in the future. Of course, Sakagiya, now under new management, has also resumed business with us, and we maintain a good relationship. My name is Takafumi Yasuda. I run a hot pot restaurant in a certain town. My restaurant mainly uses fresh seafood and vegetables, and it's become locally famous as a place where even women can comfortably dine alone. Welcome, Miss Fumika.
Excuse me, do you have any available seats?
Yes, we do. Well, it's not like we're popular enough to be fully booked anyway.
There you go, saying things like that again.
This woman is Fumika Ayasagawa. She's a regular customer at my restaurant, and the woman I've secretly had feelings for. Miss Fumika, would you like your usual order?
Yes, please, the usual.
Fumika always orders the menu item called oyster and cabbage chicken broth hot pot at my restaurant. I immediately began cooking and served Fumika the restaurant's specialty hot pot course.
Wow, delicious. This restaurant's hot pot is always delicious, no matter how many times I eat it.
Thank you very much. Hearing her say that makes me the happiest. This is the moment when I feel the most rewarding in this job. There's an old saying that the customer is God, but to me, customers truly are like gods. Seeing customers smile allows me to continue running the restaurant, even when things get tough.
Yo, don't mind me.
Shortly after Fumika arrived, another customer entered the restaurant.
Well, Miss Fumika, what a coincidence.
The customer who came in beamed with a big smile upon seeing Fumika and sat in the seat next to her. Fumika looked at the man who sat next to her with a displeased expression. Honestly, I understand how she feels. I'd be annoyed too if someone casually started talking to me when I was enjoying a meal alone. The man talking to Fumika is Junya Sudo. He's a customer who recently started coming to my restaurant, and he's also considered a regular.
Hey, come on. Give me your contact info today.
Can't you see? I'm eating right now.
Fine, then I'll eat with you too. Hey, I'll have the same thing.
Certainly, sir. While I was preparing the food, Junya continued to persistently talk to Fumika. Watching this, I sighed. That guy is always like this. Perhaps he heard the rumors that my restaurant has many female customers, so he comes here and tries to hit on them.
I like the taste of this restaurant, but I can't enjoy my meal in peace because of that guy.
Hey, owner, can't you ban that guy? I can't even eat in peace.
In fact, complaints about Junya have been flooding in from customers. It's not like I hadn't done anything. I had warned Junya several times. But if he doesn't change, there's nothing I can do. In the worst case, I'll have to consider banning Junya. Right now, he's being a nuisance by talking to female customers, but if this escalates...
Ugh!
While I was thinking about this, I heard Fumika scream. Looking over, I saw Junya grabbing Fumika's hand.
Hey, that's enough. You've been ignoring me all this time. Who do you think I am?
Hey, stop it! I stepped between Fumika and Junya. What are you thinking, grabbing a woman's hand like that? If you do something like this, I'll have to ban you.
What? What do you think you're talking to? I'm an employee of Asia Fish.
Asia Fish Corporation. I know the company well. They supply us with fresh seafood. They're a major wholesaler. Are you really an employee of Asia Fish? Asia Fish is a good company that we do business with. I don't believe a good company like that would have an employee who behaves so rudely. That's what I thought at the time.
Well, that's nice to hear.
Hearing my words, Junya grinned with an unpleasant smile.
You don't seem to understand this situation. I'm the son of Asia Fish's president.
The son of Asia Fish's president?
You've disrespected me, the son of Asia Fish's president. Don't think this will end without any consequences. I'll have our company stop doing business with your restaurant starting tomorrow.
What? That's ridiculous! Such retaliation can't be allowed!
Shut up! I'm the president's son. Everyone should accommodate me. It's only natural. A small restaurant owner like you getting cocky? From my perspective, you're just an insignificant small fry. Small fries should know their place.
It seems he was extremely upset about me interfering with his advances. Junya glared at me with trembling shoulders.
Yeah, I'll crush a worthless restaurant like this soon. Who do you think you are trying to ban me? You'll regret taking this attitude of me.
Junya shouted, kicked over a nearby table, and left.
Thank you.
Are you alright, Miss Fumika?
I'm so sorry. It's my fault.
Don't worry, I know Asia Fish is a good company. Even if Junya is the president's son, I don't think they would actually stop doing business with us. that's what I thought, but... Business termination? The very next day, Asia Fish Corporation suddenly informed me they were terminating our business relationship. Apparently, Junior had more power within the company than I had thought. Damn, this is a problem. I protested to the company about the sudden termination, but nothing changed. Honestly, Asia Fish supplied us with fresh seafood, but this was a significant blow to the restaurant. There's no point in feeling down about it. I didn't do anything wrong. The day after being told about the business termination, I immediately took action. Please, I beg you! Please, somehow, can you help? Isn't there anything that can be done? I traveled all around Japan, negotiating to somehow secure a supply of fresh seafood. Thanks to these efforts, I managed to secure most of the seafood. But not everything returned to normal. Oysters are especially difficult, huh? Among the items we handled, I just couldn't find satisfactory oysters. Should I compromise and use cheaper cooking grade oysters instead? No, but...
Excuse me.
It was at that time Fumika came to the restaurant. Ah, Miss Fumika, welcome! Fumika looked at the menu, searching for something, and quietly sighed.
When will you be serving the oyster and cabbage chicken broth hot pot that I always order?
About that. I'm sorry. I just can't get my hands on delicious raw oysters suitable for eating.
I'm so sorry. It's my fault, isn't it?
No, it's not your fault. I don't think I did anything wrong. If they terminate business over such a small matter, it probably would have happened eventually anyway. Despite what I said, not being able to get fresh, raw oysters was a major blow to the restaurant. This restaurant's selling point was providing delicious raw oysters as an ingredient, then could be eaten as sashimi or cooked in hot pot. Oysters were a signature menu item. Indeed, since the termination of business with Asia Fish Corporation, customer numbers have been declining steadily. Somehow, I needed to secure fresh raw oysters.
Is it that difficult to source fresh oysters?
Yeah, oysters are very delicate ingredients. Among seafood, oysters are the most likely to cause food poisoning. That's why we can't offer raw oysters through unreliable sources. We absolutely cannot cause food poisoning. And just because oysters are fresh, doesn't mean they're suitable for raw consumption.
What? Is that so?
Whether they're for raw consumption or cooking, seafood must be fresh. Whether they're suitable for raw consumption depends on when they were harvested. Oysters feed on plankton and seawater, and when they do this, they filter seawater. During this process, they can also ingest norovirus, which causes food poisoning. That's why only oysters free from norovirus are safe for raw consumption.
I see. I might be able to help somehow.
Help? You mean with sourcing raw oysters? But sourcing raw oysters is really difficult.
Actually, my family runs a hotel.
A hotel?
The hotel my family manages also serves raw oysters. So, if I ask my father, he might be able to help.
By the way, what's the name of that hotel? Fumika told me the name of the hotel her family runs, and it turned out to be the largest luxury hotel in town. 1 week later, I was waiting with the restaurant in a reserved state. Today was the day Fumika's father, the hotel's president, was scheduled to visit. However, even at this point, I was still half skeptical. While I was waiting in the restaurant, I heard a car stopping outside. Welcome! I was about to go outside to greet them, but froze. A shiny black luxury car had stopped in front of my restaurant. No way! From that car emerged a middle-aged man dressed in an imposing suit.
Oh, so you're the man my daughter was talking about.
Yes, thank you for coming today.
My pleasure.
I kept stumbling over my words from my nervousness. That's understandable. I'd never had experience of entertaining such a VIP who would ride in a luxury car.
I've heard the general story from my daughter Fumika. If your restaurant is worth saving, I'll do so. But if your restaurant serves unimpressive food, this conversation never happened.
Fumika's father stared at me with sharp eyes. I couldn't help but gulp from the tension. This is bad. I'm so nervous. I have been this nervous since the school arts festival in elementary school. Even then, I was cast as a lead role, was incredibly nervous. But today's tension is on another level. My throat is dry, my heart is pounding, and I can barely breathe.
I should warn you, as someone who runs a hotel, I'm quite particular about food.
Yes, sir. I nervously began preparing the food. Not being able to use oysters, our signature ingredient, was a disadvantage, but I put immense effort into the hot pot broth. Even without the star ingredient, my broth could hold its own. Here you are. This is our cabbage and pork chicken broth hot pot. Fumika's father first took a spoon and brought the soup to his mouth. After taking one sip of the soup, Fumika's father widened his eyes and stopped eating. Mr. Ayasagawa folded his arms and stared at the soup with a piercing gaze. Is something wrong?
The soup, did you make it?
Yes.
I see.
Oh no, what should I do? I had anticipated criticism, but inside I was panicking. What's going on? Was it that bad? No, wait. This might be his way of expressing that it's delicious. For me, this meeting was my last chance. If I failed here, I'd have to abandon the standards I've held since opening the restaurant. I was really desperate. Various thoughts swirled and disappeared in my head. Mr. Ayasagawa remained silent for about 20 seconds before he resumed eating the hot pot.
So, what you need are raw oysters, right?
Yes, oysters are a featured product, so without them...
I understand. I'll introduce you to a raw oyster wholesaler in a few days.
Does that mean?
Yes, this hot pot is outstanding. I've tasted various Chinese cuisines, but this hot pot was among the most delicious I ever had. It would be a shame to let this hot pot disappear, so I've decided to help you. However, a wholesaler is the lifeline for a company dealing with food, and I can't introduce one for free.
That makes sense. If I were Mr. Ayasagawa's position, I would never casually introduce a wholesaler. That's how important wholesalers are to food businesses.
As a condition for introducing a wholesaler, I want you to serve your hot pot at our hotel.
Is that true? That would be perfect. The hotel run by Mr. Ayasagawa is a luxury hotel that everyone in town knows. Having my hot pot served at such a hotel would be nothing but beneficial. I immediately accepted Mr. Ayasagawa's proposal. As a result, I was able to secure the fresh and delicious raw oysters. No, I was able to get better seafood than before. After I started serving hot pot at Mr. Ayasagawa's hotel, my restaurant's reputation spread by word of mouth. Thanks to that, the restaurant became more prosperous than before, and now it's a popular place where reservations are hard to come by. I was working busily every day. Then one day, after closing time as I was cleaning up, someone opened the door and entered the restaurant. I'm sorry, we're closed today. When I looked up, Mr. Sudo, the president of Asia Fish Corporation, was standing there. Mr. Sudo?
I apologize for intruding when you're busy.
No, I apologize for not being able to offer proper hospitality. What brings you here today?
When
When I asked, President Sudo fell silent.
I came today to apologize. I'm truly sorry about this matter.
The President Sudo got down on his hands and knees on the floor and began to bow deeply in front of me. I couldn't understand what was happening, having the president of a former business partner bow so deeply to me. Please raise your head.
I heard my foolish son behave very rudely to President Yasuda.
Ah, I see. That matter. Yes, it was a bit troublesome, but it's resolved now.
Actually, I recently met a senior from my college days. I had drinks with this senior after a long time, and he told me about my son's misconduct. Then I was scolded by the senior.
Someone who could scold President Sudo? Asia Fish is the region's top wholesaler. Does such a person exist?
I'm so ashamed. I only realized this after being scolded by Senior Asagawa.
Ayasagawa? Are you perhaps referring to Juzo Ayasagawa?
Yes, Juzo Ayasagawa was my senior in the university club. He has been taking care of me since I was just a rookie in the business world.
So that's how it is. The world really is small.
I heard that my foolish son had been going to restaurants frequented by female customers and repeatedly hitting on them. What's more, he even tried to hit on Senior Ayasagawa's daughter. This is absolutely disgraceful.
Speaking of which, where's your son Junya? If you're here to apologize, wouldn't it be normal to bring your son as well?
That India's son has already been fired from the company.
Fired?
Dad, what do you mean?
Just as I was surprised, the door to the restaurant opened and Junya appeared.
I heard I've been fired. What's going on, Dad?
Shut up! You're fired! That's it! Where have you been until now anyway?
I was in Hawaii trying to secure a business deal with a company there.
Don't lie! You were probably just playing around in Hawaii with some woman. I seem to have spoiled you too much because you're my only son. You'd think you'd pressure a business partner to terminate their business relationship.
It's his fault. He disrespected me, the son of Asia Fish's president.
Are you the president of Asia Fish? No! You're just an employee who's being disrespectful here. Either way, your dismissal has been decided by the board of directors. You no longer have any connection to Asia Fish Corporation. Get lost. Go wherever you want.
But what about my future, Dad? You said I was your heir. You said the future would be mine, so I could do whatever I wanted.
That's because I had expectations for you. How dare you do something like this? I've had enough of you. I'll cut ties with you as a parent too. You won't receive any inheritance either, so be prepared.
Oh, wait. Can't be serious, Dad. Don't abandon me. How am I supposed to live if you abandon me?
Despite his age, Junya was crying like a child and clinging to President Sudo's legs.
Not my problem. You messed up my company. I apologize for showing you such an unpleasant scene. I have other places where I need to apologize, so I'll take my leave now.
President Sudo said this, gave a final bow, and left my restaurant.
Wait, Dad! Don't abandon me!
Junya followed his father out of the store crying. Only I remained, left all alone. What was that all about? Afterwards, I used my network of contacts to find out what happened to Junya. He was indeed fired from the company after that. He began to intensely hate his father and took out loans to start his own company to prove himself. However, his arrogant and condescending attitude hadn't changed. And with such an attitude, his business was bound to fail. In the end, Junya's company fell into financial difficulties and went bankrupt in less than a year. The bankruptcy left behind an enormous debt, and Junya disappeared, essentially running away. In the end, if you do bad things, they come back to you, huh?
Did you say something?
No, it's nothing. I was close. Today's the momentous day when our second branch opens. I need to stay focused.
Thank you so much for inviting me to the opening ceremony.
Fumika bowed with a smile as radiant as the sun. She's truly a well-mannered young lady. Fumika has been a great help to me since then.
Takafumi, it's a waste to only sell such delicious hot pot in a limited area. Why don't you start online sales? I'm sure it would be successful.
Fumika enthusiastically recommended online sales to me. I wasn't very keen on the idea. But since it was Fumika's request, I reluctantly started online sales. Surprisingly, online sales grew rapidly. And now they become an important pillar of our revenue. Being able to open the second branch is thanks to Fumika and Mr. Juzo. Since today's opening ceremony is only for people related to the restaurant, naturally Mr. Juzo and other business partners presidents are here. And of course, Fumika is an important regular customer. Please enjoy yourself today.
I will.
Fumika, let's take a picture in front of the store.
Yeah, let's do that.
Fumika gave me a bow and ran off to join her friends. Although the event is only for related parties, several of Fumika's female friends are participating at her insistence. Watching Fumika's profile as she laughed with her female friends, I quietly sighed. Regular customer, huh? Just a regular customer. To be honest, I want to have a different relationship with Fumika. But I can't say it. I came to the restroom to use it before the opening ceremony. But I just can't get the earlier events out of my head. I can't say it, that I like Fumika. It might seem cowardly, but I'm not originally a very outgoing personality. The only reason I can talk properly with Fumika is because she's a customer. Should I just confess to Fumika? Tell her I like her? That might work too, but if my confession is rejected, it would be unbearable. I'd rather keep things as they were than risk ruining my relationship with Fumika. I really hate how indecisive I am. As I was sighing, footsteps approached me from the hallway.
Fumika, how long are you gonna be in the bathroom? You're taking too long. Are you okay?
Those words made my heart tighten. Is Fumika here?
Huh? Oh, she said she was going to the bathroom earlier, but...
Of course, the men and women's restrooms are separate, but I have been talking to myself right in front of the restroom, which means, looking towards the women's restroom, Fumika emerged with a face flushed red.
Ah!
I don't need to ask to know what happened. Fumika's face is red up to her ears. She heard everything. She heard all my monologue just now. Fumika and I stared at each other in silence for a while, both of our faces bright red. Eventually, she spoke.
Is what you just said true? Does Takafumi really...
Of course, but, was I bothering you?
Bothering me? Not at all. I was happy because I've liked you too, Takafumi.
Wait, what did you just say?
If you'll have me, please go out with me.
Is this for real? Are you really okay with me?
Stop making me say it over and over. I like you, Takafumi.
I like you too. And so on this day, Fumika and I started dating. Life is truly unpredictable. When Fumika and I returned to the venue holding hands, Mr. Juzo rushed over upon seeing me.
Takafumi, I've been looking for you. Really, what is today's main character doing?
I'm sorry. Mr. Juzo narrowed his eyes as he saw Fumika and me holding hands.
Fumika, don't monopolize today's main character. Go greet the other guest.
Yes, father.
Saying this, Fumika let go of my hand and left. As I was watching Fumika walk away, my shoulder was suddenly firmly gripped.
By the way, the condition for marrying Fumika is to be president of at least 5 branches, you know. If you intend to spend your life with Fumika, you'll need to work hard for 3 more branches.
Marriage? Looking into Mr. Juzo's eyes, he was staring at me intently.
Don't tell me you have casual intentions towards Fumika. If so, I won't forgive you even if it's you.
No, I'm seriously dating Fumika.
Then work hard, son-in-law.
Huh? I looked at Fumika in confusion. And in the distance, she was watching me with a bright red face, nodding repeatedly. I'll do my best. It suddenly took an unexpected turn, but if it means I can marry Fumika, I'll give it my all.
President, it's Tom. So please come up to the stage for your greeting.
Ah, okay. With renewed determination, I went up to the stage. Looking at everyone who had come, I took a deep breath. Thank you all for coming to the opening ceremony of our second branch today. Taking a memorable first step toward a new life goal.
Wasn't that lovely? Like and subscribe for more videos. See you again!